Pauley's the big problem here. Not a chance.
Any person, that's a kind of hate as well. Any person who would take a religious ideology for their own political gains and would start committing violence against other human beings is radicalism. And I think it's
well, let me ask you again. How do you define radical jihadism?
I didn't know this term, radical jihadism. This is something. This is a term that it's not even a term. I think.
Well, it's circulating in scholarship. But let me ask you this: how do you sort of define the ideology or the thoughts that are going and whatever was motivating terrorists on 9/11 and beyond just that?
For terrorists, it is, as I said before, that it is hiding behind the religion and taking that ideology in support of their political gains and gaining upon what is happening in the world where the people from their faith are being subjected to any harm and building upon that ideology and justifying their actions, which is completely not right in Islam that I know.
Okay. Is there the terrorists on 9/11 and other occasions throughout the last 20 years have seem to have been of the Muslim faith. How do you explain? I want you to explain it. I believe it is explainable. How do you explain that Islam itself does Islam itself promote terrorism as Europe doesn't?
Islam does not promote terrorism. Islam does not promote any kind of violence against people. Islam has a term which is called fitna, and Islam discourages followers to stay away from any kind of fitna, which is persecution, which is extreme violence of any kind, and Islam stands against that.
Good. Okay, so how do you explain? What is an explanation for those terrorists? Why do they think that Islam promotes what they do?
Islam is not promoting that. These are some individuals.
Great. Why do you say that they do? Why do you say that they think that they? How do you explain their thinking?
I cannot, because I don't know them.
Do you know? Could you tell me how they interpret the Quran, the Hadith, Islamic tradition to promote jihad in taking other people's lives?
It is the same way as crusades were done on the name of religion of Christianity. It is the same way that some Zionists would do to promote their ideology. There are some people who call themselves Muslims and they take the ideology of hate, which is of their own creation, and they use the name of religion to persecute other people. It is the same thing which has been going on for 3 or 4 decades in Sri Lanka, where the violence has taken place for the last so many years, where they have started suicide bombing in Sri Lanka. It is the same way that the violence against people have been done in South America. So that's all. It is all about political ideologies where people want to promote their ideology, their political gains, and to get rid of other people.
Sounds right. I do think it's about politics.
Yep.